Hi guys, welcome to Striking Study. So today we're going to be doing an economics chapter, which is the story of village Palampur part 1. And this chapter will get over in 3 parts, so no worries, okay? And so first, Palampur is a hypothetical village. It's like a made-up village. And it's an ideal village. Reading the slide, you'll pretty much know that. So farming is the main activity in Palampur. It is well connected with neighboring villages and towns. Many transport facilities are available. Out of 450 families, 80 families belong to the upper caste. One third of the population consists of low caste families. Most of the houses have electric connections. It has two primary schools and one high school. There's a primary health center run by the government and one private dispensary. So if you read this, then you're like, yeah, it's an ideal village, not happening in real life. So this chapter is mainly about production, so we're just going to go over the things we need for production. So the things we need are capital, which is of two types, fixed capital and working capital. So fixed capital includes tools, machines, buildings, and stuff which you like stay, which you keep for a long time, which can be used again and again. And working capital are the things you need to keep working for to get, like raw material and money. And then we have entrepreneur, whatever you want to say. And that's basically the human who's working. And then the human who thought of the idea like that, not the labor, because that's next. No, land is next. Okay, so land is used for cultivation and it is necessary in farming. We all agree with that. And it's necessary in literally anything we need to do. If you want to do fishing, farming, a factory, anything you need land. And then there's labor, which is the people who work. Now, why do we need product? What is the aim of production? The aim of production is to produce the goods and services that we want. And with these four requirements, we can make goods and services that we want. Now, the farming in Palampur. So there's fixed land. The farming is the main activity in Palampur. 75% of the people who are working are dependent on farming for their livelihood. They could be farmers or farm laborers. There's a difference between them both. So a farmer owns the land and a farm laborer works for the farmer, but they don't own the land. So the well-being of these people is closely related to the production on the farm. So only if the farm laborers or the farmers are well, you can actually have a good production. And since 1960, there has been no expansion in land area under cultivation. By then, some of the wastelands in the village had been converted into cultivatable land. Now, there's no further scope to increase farm production and bring new land under cultivation. So, is there a way one can grow more from the same piece of land? Yes. So production from the same piece of land can be increased by using various modern techniques. Some of the ways are as follows. Multiple cropping, which is to grow more than one crop on a piece of land during the year. Mixed cropping, growing one crop with another crop to increase the fertility of soil. And using HYV, which is higher yield variety seeds, chemical fertilizers, and pesticides in farming to increase production. So this strategy has been used in a great thing called the Green Revolution. In this slide, there's one important point about the difference between multiple and mixed cropping. So in multiple, they grow more than one crop, but not together. It's like on the same piece of land, different crops, different seasons, one crop in a land at a time. But in mixed, there's two varieties or three varieties of crop on the same piece of land, same season. So, the Green Revolution. So, the large increase in crop yields led to record food production that started in our country in from 1960 onward, and it made a turning point in the Indian agriculture, which has led to green revolution in our country. During wait, this has yeah. So the great increase in production of food grain crops, especially the wheat crop in our country during the last 30 years, is called the Green Revolution. It's not mainly wheat, but wheat is the main food item in India. So if that increases, there's a lot of greenery. So yeah, and the revolution is called green because it led to unprecedented greenery of crops everywhere. The greenery of crops could not become precedent, so they said it's unprecedented. Now, the period from 1960 to 1980 is also called golden era for the record food grain production. And it is because of the green revolution that the country has become self-sufficient in food production, and even buffer stocks of food grain have been created for use in times of natural calamities like droughts and floods. But there are a few limitations of the Green Revolution, which are four main ones, which are HYV seeds need plenty of water and also chemical fertilizers. So it's like you're just damaging the environment, and it's a lot of cost. And this production can be possible by HYV seeds, irrigation, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, etc. And this causes a bigger expenditure, which pretty sure 99% of the farmers won't be able to afford that much. Unless you're like a large farmer, you can't afford it. And in many areas, the green revolution is associated with the loss of soil fertility due to increased use of chemical fertilizer. Because, magic. Anyways, also continuous use of groundwater for tube well irrigation has reduced the water table below the ground. So, like I said, HYVCs need plenty of water and also chemical fertilizers, and this just caused the depletion of water table below the ground. And the fact of this video is the period from 1960 to 1980 is called the golden era for record food production. It's also the green revolution era. But golden era sounds really cool, so yeah. That's the end for part 1. I'm not gonna eat your heads anymore. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button in the face. Comment down below how this video was, and don't forget to subscribe.